last year, we were over in the Michael Sadler dungeon. So one of the great days. So those are 2-minute talks.
And I also do then development of early warning systems. That can be kind of improving weather forecasts, or it can be developing kind of specific new tools. And I'm also involved in quite a number of interdisciplinary projects providing weather and climate.
In 1961, 1973, and then whilst there was a lack of data here, it's decreasing all the way through to the present day. About what the conflicts and insecurity implications of climate change are. The book also analyses the reverse causality, that is the way in which conflict configures forms of
my great colleagues here. But soon I quickly settled down on fix some eggs.
So, as a manager of the Faculty of Business, I aspire to be, like many of us here at the university, an outstanding leader. And I use water to teach me how to do that. My management has been crucial to motivating my daughter, who was then 7 years old, that's the back of her head, to join me on various paddling adventures across Britain.
The most important challenge I'm facing at the moment. Thank you.
From CEH, the crafty GB, awful word, awful name for a model, but these are climate change scenarios. You may have come across them.
Do you know what do they have in common? So all of these are produced from like material, and the material comes from mineral mining. Well, despite the effort of doing recycling for these materials, turns out that the demands for these materials.
And Pipa from geography on this project about soil sampling schemes and farmers' behavior change in soil nutrient management for water quality.
Basis, from global and from Europe. So when we look at the water frequency among these three groups, we find that the shift between the topics is that it's from examining the impacts of floods on ecosystems, geomorphology, and hydrology towards the investigation of the impacts of land cover changes and land use changes on flood characteristics. Then when we narrow down to the NFM NBS related papers, which is all located in Europe, they have like 100.
And I also work for the Leeds Institute for Teaching Excellence on, so I'm not a water researcher, I'm actually here to offer you some potential resources that you might want to use.
Train cycles and river networks, and I kind of conceptualize this, I'm kind of just I'm a plumber for rivers. So this idea kind of stems from this paper by John Cole et al. In 2007, where they essentially took this idea that inland waters were these passive pipes that just transported stuff from land to the oceans, and put forward the idea that we kind of already understood that inland waters, which includes rivers, lakes, reservoirs, wetlands, and so on, are active reactors, and stuff gets lost in them, stuff gets transformed in them. And so the way I tend to approach this work is I start with field data sets.
I enjoy interacting with so I'll just present what I've been doing recently. And we do this using some filtering techniques, where we actually try to learn the relationship between the accuracy and the cost and the HEPA parameters.
Or in some extent Colombia. During the COVID-19 pandemic, I wasn't committed or able to go back to Latin America, so I started to become more interested in London's water history, politics and infrastructure.
We work in the Vice Chancellor's office, and we help support the establishment of this network. So, as our strapline says, unlocking knowledge to create a fair future. The network is
physical surveys that we've done on glaciers, on inland waterways, and I'm talking today about a new project that we've got ongoing, which is looking at geophysics to monitor geothermal operations. That complicated diagram you can see is almost deliberately complicated in that the fate of heating
across water at Leeds. I think that's one of the strengths we have, that interdisciplinary kind of approach, and you'll find that a lot of things are connected anyway, and I'll talk about that in the next slide.
And it's the same code.
So the same code.
Here, but really what this is about is funding and money, and I really liked your presentation when you said you have all these beautiful plans with Duncan and you want to win money. And as bad as it sounds, the reality is that we do need the research funds to be able to deliver all those wonderful things that we're talking about.
We also do group sessions on bid development and proposal writing. They've been really useful, I think. They've been really helpful, and they're a really nice environment. There's a few of them where we just get together, we do sort of longish writing sessions, and then go through everything that's required for a funding application.
I cannot digest, you can. Okay, so we said we need to empower women to do that, and also we need to learn from the experience of the people who actually have felt empowered enough to do it. There's a lot of learnings and cross-inspiration that could happen.
It was spot on about the food, so I don't know if you agree with me that the food was excellent, so right in hand if you agree with that.
I'm involved also with the Knowledge Equity Network and the Open Research Agenda that hopefully colleagues will be aware of.
Stakeholder behaviours to improve urban flood risk management. So this is an idea and at the proposal stage. So I'm Jachi from the School of Geography, and my background is in urban analytics, agent-based modeling, and I'm particularly interested in unintended consequences in policy making.
So today I'm going to briefly talk a little bit about a chapter of my PhD, which looked at drivers of reef shark abundance and spatial distribution.
One type of flood, but it's sudden occur, it's fast.
I'll talk to you about what we offer. So we're a team of 7 research software engineers, and we're recruiting a manager.
So that is basically the ideas that brings me to extend my previous research experience to landslide dam, which is a type of multi-hazard that connect the hill slope system and the flow-based system.
I have a broad interest in emerging contaminants in agri-ecosystems. So I'm going to talk to you today about the identification and risk evaluation of lesser-known pharmaceuticals in agri-ecosystems. And doing this is talking about
how this was implemented in the state of Jharkhand. In the state of Jharkhand, the government made use of female water volunteers who were appointed earlier.
Comes out of a paper that myself and the Water Values Research Group, which includes Julio Martin Ortega and Mbey over there, published in People and Nature.
Leads for 3 months. And I talk about the Reclamo project, but is a project that is funded by the government of Spain, and is the contribution of...
Pull apart things like these things called SDGs, which the university likes to promote as being something we're all going to sign up to and take our nice, shall we say, white saviourist types.
This is the roof of the multi-storey car park at the university. It's the hospital generator there.